Hi everyone, this is CeeCee once again for another DLP project. This is week 11 and the challenge is to use borders, and the prompt is "Borderline feels like I'm going to lose my mind," and you might recognize this as a song lyric by Madonna. When I heard about the prompt, I immediately was reminded of a photo that my brother snapped of me circa 1985, and that is the picture, and yes, you are allowed to laugh. I had kind of like a Madonna face. So the photo inspired the whole page, and I'm going to start out by using this piece of textbook paper from a dictionary I just bought. It's an old dictionary. And through a Donna Downey Studio stencil, I'm going to spray two colors of Color Bloom. The colors I'm using are Lime Wedge and Summer Sky. And all the supplies will be listed in my blog post, and I will put a link to that blog post in the description box of this video. So I wanted to incorporate that picture through the text paper, so I'm using my X-Acto knife to cut through it, and then I'm just wedging that picture in there. Now I'm going to tack down the edges on the back of the paper with some adhesive, but in hindsight I should have used also adhesive to the back of the photo, because I'm using Collage Posh to glue the text paper down, but because I did not have any adhesive to the back of the photo, it kind of buckled. So that would be a suggestion to you, is if you're going to do that type of work, make sure that all your pieces are adhered and with the same type of adhesive. So now I'm using a homemade black paint spray, and it was clogging up on me, so I kind of had a little bit of a problem there, but I made it work. And that piece of paper is going to be a paper onto which I'm going to draw borders. And to draw the borders, I'm using a Stabilo Marxol pencil. After I'm done the doodling, I'm going to go over these lines to soften them up and blend them a little bit with a water brush. And now it's time to add the paint. What I wanted to do here is to hide the edges of the text paper to make it look as if it's embedded into the page. So I'm hiding the edges with some paint. I have white, quinacridone, nickel hazel gold, and crimson hue. And as I was doing that, I saw that the top left corner kind of looked like a flower to me, and I was probably greatly inspired by that bow that I have, that huge bow I have in my hair on the photo. So I just went with that, and along the way you're going to see that I'm going to add two more. I'm also going to be adding some green to the page, and for that I'll be using green gold and permanent green, and that will be for the leaves of the flowers. I'm gonna let my page dry a little bit because I have used quite a bit of paint for the roses or flowers. I'm not sure exactly what kind of flowers they are. Back to the borders, I'm going to be using only 3 of them, and before I glue them down, I'm going around the photo with the Marxol pencil and softening the pencil marks with the water brush. I just wanted to make the photo stand out a little bit more. I'm adding more black around the photo because I didn't think it was standing out enough, so I'm using a Pitt Big Brush Artist Pen. I've trimmed and glued the first 2 borders, and on the third one I'm writing the prompt of the challenge. And for this I'm using the Permaball pen by Pilot. And for those of you who have been asking about this pen, unfortunately Pilot has discontinued it. So they no longer make it. And a good alternative to that pen is the Football by Otto. To add a border around the page, I'm going to be using this Irresistible Picot Embellisher, and this was a gift from one of my subscribers and I love it. Thank you so much, Dina. What I like most about this is that it writes really fine. It has a super fine tip, and also it doesn't clog up because when you replace the cap there's actually a needle that goes inside that nozzle. It is perfect for making very thin lines like I'm doing, and also you can write with that, so it's a very fun tool. I'm also adding touches of black paint with a plastic canvas, and I'm calling it done. So I'm going to show you the different parts now, and as you can see that flower has a lot of paint on it, so it's going to take a while to dry. Yes, you can laugh again. I am inside. And I really enjoyed this challenge because of the prompt, I guess. It made it very easy for me. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult, but that one was easy. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial. As usual, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I will see you later. Bye!